What's up, guys, and welcome back to Divas 2000s, you guys. And today we are going to be talking about WrestleMania 42. So today, guys, I'm going to be talking about all four of the women's matches that we had today, and also the special announcement that we had on WrestleMania Night 1. So getting right on into this review, I just want to say everyone's gear, everyone's outfit, was so good. Everybody looked absolutely stunning, fantastic. I was truly gagged the entire weekend. Now getting right on into the women's tag team fatal 4-way, we had the team of the Irresistible Forces, Nia Jax and Lash Legend versus the Bella Twins, Bayley and Lyra Valkyria, and Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. And going right back into the gear, I'm going to talk about like my favorites. Like, everybody looks so good, like I said, but I just need to say that Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, you guys, hands down, Charlotte Flair was my favorite look of the entire weekend. She looked amazing. Oh my god. Coming out as a literal giant butterfly was everything to me. She looked so stunning. The gear itself was beautiful. The robe was amazing. Like, I'll pop in some photos and videos of her because she looked absolutely amazing. And Alexa Bliss too. I loved the whole like black and white like moth that she was giving. It was kind of giving Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt Six. I feel like she was paying a little tribute to Bray Wyatt. I don't know if that's true or not. It kind of looked like she was, so I really loved that. I thought it was really cute. And then Bayley and Lyra Valkyria, they also looked really cute too. I loved their matching black and white gear. I loved the the black and white jackets that they had, and then the blue and white gear that they had. I thought was really cute. I kind of liked it a lot. Not as much as Charlotte and Alexa. I'm sorry. Lash and Nia. Oh my god. Now speaking of white, because Lash and Nia, the white gear. Oh my god, y'all. They looked so good. Nia Jax, you guys, she has lost so much weight. She looks absolutely incredible. She's stunning, everything. Like, I have no words for the gear for these women because they all looked absolutely amazing. I loved the masks that they were wearing. They were paying a little homage to Hall of Fame inductees Demolition. And then going on to the Bella Twins, it makes me so sad that Nikki was not cleared to wrestle, but we'll get into that in a moment. But their gear was so diva. It was taking me back to 2015. Like, I loved what they had on. I didn't notice this at first when they first came out. I noticed it when I watched the match back a second time, that Nikki had a purple hat on. Oh. Now going right on in. Paige. No, I have no words because Mother is finally home. After 8 long years, Paige is finally back in WWE, y'all. And I gotta say, I've been seeing all over TikTok that people were really pissed that her return was spoiled on social media, and I agree. Because why are we ruining these moments? Because, I mean, I'll pop in my reaction to when she returned because it was everything. Shut up. No! Paige is back! No! Oh! No! I lived for it. But when I saw the rumors going around on social media that Paige, like, had signed a new deal or whatever, I was like, bro, like, y'all cannot leave any surprises anymore. It's already bad enough that WWE doesn't want to leave surprises for, like, the Demon Finn Balor. Like, even that pissed me off. Like, it just makes me so mad. Like, obviously, like, with this day in social media and everything, like, it's really hard to keep surprises in wrestling. So when we do have surprises, they're really good. But nonetheless, no matter how upset I am that Paige's return was leaked or whatever, I really didn't think that she was going to return in the tag match. So when Nikki came out with the crutch, I immediately was like shaking. I was like, oh, are they really going to do it? Because when I saw the rumors, I honestly thought that Paige was just going to return the night after WrestleMania. I was like, okay, well then it's pretty obvious she's coming the night after WrestleMania. Honestly, I thought that they were going to do the whole thing back in 2014 when she debuted against AJ Lee and won the Divas title. I low-key thought they were going to do that. They were going to have Paige debut on Raw and have her steal the IC title from AJ, honestly. That would have been everything. But nonetheless, I am really happy to see Paige finally home after 8 long years, like I said. And her gear also, she looked beautiful. She has never looked better. She looks incredible. Now, getting onto this match, after me ranting for a little bit, getting on into this match, right away, Lash Legend and Nia Jax, they were immediately asserting their dominance in this match, taking everybody out left and right, and I lived for it. Obviously, they really didn't do too much. I would have loved to have seen them do a little bit more, but then again, this match was only around 8 minutes, and that's another thing I need to say. All of these matches on WrestleMania, except the last match that we're going to talk about, Jade and Rhea, the fact that all of these matches were under 10 minutes and the show was 3 hours. No. I don't even want to get into that because that's just going to piss me off. So, like, clearly the divas are back. We got Nikki, Paige, AJ, Brie, you know, we got Natty, we got all of them. The divas are back in full swing in the year 2026, and I live for it, but I am not living for this diva era treatment. 8-minute matches at WrestleMania? Excuse me? Granted, 4 women's matches at WrestleMania, and a women's segment featuring Bianca Belair. Like, we would have never seen that in the Divas era. But the fact that all of these matches got under 10 minutes, except for the last match, it's horrendous. Terrible, if you ask me. I'm gonna keep it going. So, like I said, Lash and Nia were asserting their dominance in this match. I really loved the Samoan drop big boot combo that they did. I thought that was really, really cool. The way Nia had, I think it was Bayley or somebody on her shoulders, and out of nowhere, Lash just came in with that big boot and kicked her off Nia's shoulders. I thought was really cool. Obviously, we got Brie Bella doing the signature yes kicks. Our mother. I love whenever Brie does the yes kicks. Nia was not taking it easy on Brie. Literally, when she pulled Brie out of the ring and threw her into the barricade, and then Lash Legend came out of nowhere and immediately chokeslammed Brie onto the apron. Oh my god, y'all. I was not expecting Brie to take such big bumps in this match. When she took those 2 bumps, I was like screaming. I was like, what? What are we doing? But I also love that Brie is here for taking big bumps. I love to see that, especially in the year 2026. Like, come on. Like, we know these women were fighting in their era, and it's so nice to see them actually do some bigger moves that they really weren't able to do back in their era, which is really cool, which I love to see. When Bayley and Lyra Valkyria finally got in the match and they kind of started double teaming on Alexa, I thought they looked really, really good together. Obviously, Lyra and Bayley have really good chemistry as a tag team. Whenever they're in the ring against, like, literally anybody, Charlotte and Alexa, like, they haven't really been in with Nia and Lash, but, like, whenever they're in the ring with, like, Alexa and Charlotte, like, their chemistry is always on point, and they always look so good together. They gel so well together. Honestly, they gel better than Becky and Lyra. I'm just saying. I'll be a little shady. I said it. Lyra and Bayley, honestly, that team, that's where it's at for me, honestly. And then I thought we were going to get the Tower of Doom spot, because obviously we saw Brie on the top, Alexa and Lyra out of nowhere, and then Lash comes in. She only power bombed Alexa and Lyra, which I thought was really cool, and then turning around and Brie Bella hitting the Brie mode missile drop kick. Love to see it. Love to see it. And when Paige finally got in the ring, it was over for these women. Paige was going to town on Nia with those forearms, the super kick. She clotheslined the literal hell out of Bayley and Charlotte. Literally, when she got in, the first clothesline that she did to Bayley literally took Bayley's head off. I was screaming at how hard Paige was coming at the girls in this match, but as she should. Like I said, she's been gone for 8 years. She needs to show why she was that bitch in her era, the anti-diva herself. Period. She was really here to show that she has not lost a step, and she truly did not miss a step. She was boom, boom, boom throughout this entire match. She was here to serve us everything, and I really love to see it. I did love when she jumped off the top rope and Lyra caught her and rolled threw her up into the Samoan drop position and was going to go for the Nightwing, and Paige reversed it, turned it into the Rampage, y'all. My nostalgia, I was literally screaming, crying, everything. Like, she was really bringing it back to 2015, and I was so obsessed with it. I absolutely loved it. The face-off between Paige and Charlotte, that match, y'all, is going to feed generations. I'm sorry. That match is going to be so good. Like, this era of Charlotte and this era of Paige is going to absolutely eat down. If they can book this rivalry correctly when they both go separately, no. Because they have so much history together, and if they ruin this rivalry, I will be so mad. Props to Nikki for trying her best to rehab that injury, and unfortunately she did mention that she did have surgery on her, I think, ankle it was. You know, I feel really bad for her. You know, unfortunately she wasn't able to compete in this match, because I really would have loved to have seen the Bella Twins win those tag titles. Like, I said it in my TikTok predictions on WrestleMania that the Bella Twins have been the OG tag team for a long time now, and they truly deserve their moment. But, I mean, nonetheless, Nikki was still there to be a part of that moment, and I love that she was still there. She was dressed cute in her gear. I love when she was able to finally, like, get her hands on Charlotte, pulled her out of the ring, and started beating her up with a crutch. I thought was pretty hilarious. You could literally hear Charlotte say, "Oh, like when Nikki swung the crutch on her. I thought that was pretty hilarious. So at least, you know, if Nikki wasn't able to be in the match, at least she was able to get some sort of physicality in this match, you know, to, you know, be involved somehow, other than just stand out there on the outside. At least she was able to do something and not just stand there. So I'm glad that she was able to do something in this match. And then obviously the ending sequence was pretty good. I love how Alexa went for the Twisted Bliss. Paige countered with the knees, picked her up, immediately went for the Rampage, and went for the 1, 2, 3. And we have brand new WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, Brie, Bella, and Paige. Obviously quite a weird tag team, honestly. Like I said, obviously we probably know the Bellas were probably going to win this match in the beginning. But I am really happy to see Paige back. It has been so long since I've seen Paige in a WWE ring, and I didn't really watch her in AEW, so I don't really know too much of what she did there. Obviously, I know she was like AEW Women's Champion or whatever, but nonetheless, we're talking about her in WWE here. I am so happy that she's back. I really can't wait to see what they do with her. I wonder how long her and Brie are going to hold onto the tag titles. I hope they do hold them for a little while, but I would love to see either the Bellas turn heel on Paige or have Paige turn on the Bellas. Probably the Bellas turn on Paige. I would love to see the heel Bellas back. Like, the Bellas as heels, they always eat down, and I would love to just have Paige as the face, like the anti-face, I guess you could say. I think that would be really cool. Have her, you know, destroy the Bellas. Honestly, what would be really cool to see is if, like, the Bellas turn on Paige, and Paige, like, brings in AJ, and we get that AJ, Paige, and the Bellas tag match in 2026. No. Because they had that match at WrestleMania, back WrestleMania 31, and if they bring it back full circle, like, if they do that at SummerSlam this year, y'all, now that would be everything. I would absolutely love to see that. Now, speaking of AJ Lee, next up we have the Women's Intercontinental Championship match, AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch. Before I even get into this match, I just need to say, poor Becky Lynch, because her entrance was so botched with that group that sang her out to the ring. Literally, the dude messed up his cue right away. The music was playing, and he totally missed his cue, and, like, we all knew he was lip-syncing. Like, poor Becky. Like what a way to start off your WrestleMania moment with a botch. Like, come on. And not even her botch. It was from somebody else involved in her entrance. That is so sad. I did love, speaking of Becky, I loved her jacket. Her gear was really cute. I loved the high pony that she was rocking. The high pony with all the hair, the extensions were there for days. I absolutely loved it. I love the jacket. The blue fuzzy jacket was so cute. I love the gear. The black and blue gear was really cute as well. AJ also looked really cute. I loved the pink shirt that she had. It was all cut up and tied. The shorts, I love all the patches that she had on her shorts, were really cute. And her entrance, y'all, her entrance was so adorable, with all the little girls dressed just like her with the Intercontinental title. I thought was so adorable. I said this when I was watching the match, that this really shows that AJ truly did inspire a whole generation of women's wrestlers, and not even just women's wrestlers, like women's wrestling fans like myself. I know many other people that probably watch this channel, and other like female wrestling fans, male wrestling fans, just wrestling fans in general. AJ Lee inspired an entire generation of wrestling fans, and that moment right there, like, really brought it full circle. I thought it was really cool, really symbolic, really cute. I really loved the entrance. And before I get into the match, I just need to say, AJ, as always, still selling like it's 2015, throwing her body around like crazy, getting thrown around like a rag doll. Our girl has not lost a step when it comes to selling. Her selling has always been top tier, so I'm just like, I'm always here for the AJ selling because she's always been so good at that. When Becky hit the fall-away slam to AJ on the outside on the barricade, first of all, Becky's head was literally this close from the barricade. I was more scared for her than I was for AJ because I was like, Becky, your head is going to literally get smashed against the barricade. Thankfully it didn't, but she was okay. But I was just like, Becky, you're a little close there on that fall-away slam. And then obviously we have the whole storyline going into this match with Becky and Jessica Carr, which we're going to talk about in a moment. Jessica finally reaching her breaking point with Becky's BS and finally standing up to her as she should, because Becky has put Jessica through hell the last few months, I must say. I did love Becky and AJ both doing off the top rope moves. I love Becky doing the leg drop off the top rope was really cool, and I loved AJ hitting a missile drop kick off the top rope. I thought that was really cool. Honestly thought she was going to go for a crossbody, but when she did the missile drop kick, I was like, oh, wait, I kind of lived for that. That was kind of cool. I like that. When Becky countered the Shining Wizard into a powerbomb, that was really cool. The way AJ was running right for her and Becky caught her and immediately powerbombed her, that was really cool. I will say, I do like Becky and AJ's chemistry. It's a little messy. They're not super clean and precise, but I do like that when they wrestle each other, it's more of like a fight. It's not supposed to be clean or like, you know, look pretty. Like they're just like really going for it. Like they really don't like each other. And I really like that. Like it's not like all pretty, precise. It's kind of like, it's a little messy. And I really like that. I really like that from them. When Becky countered AJ's Black Widow and threw her into the turnbuckle, that looked disgusting. The way she had AJ and just swung her around into the turnbuckle. Honestly, I'm surprised none of the girls during AJ's time ever tried to do that with her. Because honestly, that's a pretty creative way to get out of the Black Widow, if you ask me. Because how else are you going to get out of that move besides maybe just dropping to the floor and dropping AJ on her back? Like that, honestly, I'll give Becky credit on that one. Because that was a creative way to get out of the Black Widow, I won't lie. And then, like I said, obviously, referee Jessica Carr finally had enough of Becky's BS after Becky was taunting her this entire match. Finally, when Jessica finally pushed her back, I was literally sitting there screaming. I was like, yes, Jessica, come on, you do something. I wish she would have done more. I honestly was low-key expecting her to like punch Becky or something, but pushing her was enough for me. And then the way she ducked so fast and AJ immediately caught Becky and went into the manhandle slam. I love the way AJ did the manhandle slam. I thought the way she delivered it was like so good. The way she just caught her and immediately boom, hit it so fast. That was really, really good. I really did like that. Speaking of the manhandle slam, they did it quite a lot in this match, but I do love this counter that AJ did when she countered the manhandle slam and got into the Black Widow. Now that was a really good transition. Like, this whole WrestleMania, I feel like the girls, they were really throwing a lot of like transition, counter moves, and I was really loving everything I saw because they were really surprising me in every match. Every match I was surprised with every move that all of the girls were doing. They were really, really surprising me with a lot of the stuff. And it was fun. That's why I'm saying I was really hurt that a lot of these matches were so short because the chemistry between all these women, the counters, just everything is there. It's just like, how are we only going to have 8 minutes for these women? It just don't make sense, y'all. It really don't. But you know what? These women, 8 minutes or not, they really proved that they are the highlight of WrestleMania. Sorry to the men, but the women really proved that they don't need long matches. Obviously, they deserve to have longer matches at WrestleMania. But even if they don't, they're really going to show up and show out in however much time they have. Now, the ending sequence I thought was kind of funny. The way Becky pulled off the turnbuckle, pulled Jessica right into her. AJ bumps her. Becky grabs AJ, throws her face first in the turnbuckle. AJ literally dies. The way she was just like... And then Becky just went for the manhandle slam, the 1, 2, 3. And Becky Lynch is our new Women's Intercontinental Champion 3 times. Becky Lynch is a 3-time Intercontinental Champion. Honestly, period to that. I mean, I would have never thought we would have seen a 3-time Intercontinental Champion so fast. But I'm happy. I'm happy that I am sad that AJ lost. I don't really know what this is going to mean next. Hopefully, like I said, maybe, the Bellas and Paige, there's going to be some drama between there. So maybe AJ kind of will get thrown into that and we'll see a little bit more progression with that or some storyline building there. Because obviously those 4 women have a lot of history together. So I will be expecting a lot from that feud. But going on to Becky becoming the new Intercontinental Champion, I'm really excited to see who she's going to start mixing it up with next. I really want her to start mixing it up with Maxine and Natty, because I feel like Maxine and Natty, their feud needs a little bit more, like, more story, it just needs more something. And if they get the IC title involved, honestly, this would be the perfect time to throw Maxine and Natty in with Becky, and for Natalya to finally get another title that she obviously so deserves so much. Like, with this new heel character that Natty has, I really feel that this is the time for them to pull that trigger and really give Natty that title and really just start going to town on the girls, because her feud with Maxine has been a little underwhelming. I really want them to do a lot more. Maybe if we can, like I said, get the three of them for the IC title, Natalya swipes up that title and just starts going to town on the mid-card division, I think would be really fun and really good for her character, to be quite honest. That's kind of the main feud that I would love to see, like Becky, Maxine, and Natty. That would be a really good feud for the IC title. Now going on to the next match that we have the Women's World Championship match between Stephanie Vaquer and Liv Morgan. Now, I gotta say, Liv Morgan having her Britney moment, y'all. Oh my god. Now that entrance with the dancers, the chairs, the outfit reveal, y'all. Oh my god. I was living for this. No pun intended. Actually, pun very much intended here. Liv's entrance was serving me D-I-V-A. Diva to a T, y'all. I am so sorry. I lived for Liv's entrance. The gear reveal that they did was so cute. I loved it. The gear Liv had was so sexy. I loved it. The, like, I don't know what it was. Like, the mesh kind of that she had on her arms with the tattoos, I thought was really cute. I did like that. The rhinestones, everything. I also love that she didn't really wear much makeup at all. I don't know if she was even wearing any makeup. She was really showing those bruises that she had, especially that giant, like, bump she had on her forehead. I really love that she was kind of embracing that. I was like, oh, okay, she's really in her bad girl era, and I'm living for this. Stephanie obviously looked amazing as always. I loved her entrance, was so cool. I really like the new theme song that she has. I think it's really cool and kind of sticks with that whole badass, La Primera gimmick, so I really like it. I did love that they had the rose confetti that as she was coming down. I thought that was really cute. I loved her gear. Her horns were so good. I loved the detailing on her horns. They looked so fantastic. I absolutely loved them. But getting onto this match now, right away, Stephanie was not giving Liv any room to breathe. Literally, match starts and Stephanie immediately headbutting the hell out of Liv. I literally said in my reaction to this match, I was like, oh, she's trying to add to that goose egg on Liv's forehead. She's trying to make it even bigger. Liv and Stephanie were going counter to counter in this match. I really loved the jumping off the ropes powerbomb that Liv does. The sunset, I guess you could call it. She jumps off the middle rope, does the sunset powerbomb. That move is so cool. I absolutely love when Liv does that move. She doesn't do it that often. I remember the one time she did it to Becky and it was like boom, boom, boom. This one I loved against Stephanie. It was really cute. I love that she brought it back for this match. Obviously Stephanie Vaquer doing the Devil's Kiss, a crowd favorite as always, mine included. Come on now. Y'all can't lie. You can't lie that you don't love that move. And immediately after doing the Devil's Kiss, she went for that double underhook, like double knee face buster. That move, y'all, was disgusting. Liv's poor face. Literally, Stephanie hooked her, immediately threw her in the air and right onto her knees. The transition into that move was so fast. Stephanie, like, she went from the Devil's Kiss to doing that, and I really felt for Liv. When Stephanie hit the Oblivion, I am so sorry. I lived for that. When Stephanie hit the Oblivion out of nowhere, that was truly everything to me. I love that Stephanie did that. And even Liv was trying to, like, taunt the crowd, trying to do the Devil's Kiss, and Stephanie immediately was like, oh, hell no, you're not doing that to me. And then obviously later in the match, we would get Roxanne and Raquel to come out. I honestly didn't think that they were gonna come out, so when they did, it was actually a bit a surprise for me, because I thought Liv was gonna stay solo in this match and do this on her own. But I didn't hate that we got Raquel and Roxanne in this match. It was kind of, a little fun distraction. But I did love that when Raquel, pulled Stephanie off the top rope, Liv went for the Oblivion, Stephanie kicked out. I was like, okay, That was a good spot. I like that. That, you know, even after being double teamed, Stephanie was still able to kick out. That was a pretty cool spot. I did love that. And then Liv tried the Oblivion yet again, and Stephanie just threw her right out of the ring onto Raquel, right into a suicide dive. I thought that was pretty cool. Stephanie hitting a flying crossbody to Raquel and oh no, Roxanne and Raquel. Yeah, my bad. Excuse me, I'm getting a little tongue-tied here. And then right after she did that, Stephanie was celebrating Liv right into the steel steps, threw her in off the top rope with a code breaker and right into the Oblivion, picking up the 1-2-3 in the victory. And Liv Morgan is our brand new Women's World Champion. Now, honestly, well deserved for Liv Morgan. She finally gets her big moment after so long. She truly deserves this. She has worked so hard. Obviously, she is a former Women's World Champion, but obviously her winning the Rumble and having her big moment at WrestleMania, congratulations to Liv Morgan. Like I said, she's worked so hard for this moment, and it's just nice to see her finally get her big moment. Obviously, like I said, I would have loved to have seen her do this on her own, but I do think that this is going to lead into a Roxanne and Raquel and Liv like storyline and feud, hopefully. I'm thinking it's going to be more Raquel and Liv, excuse me. I keep getting them mixed up, y'all. I am so sorry. I feel like this is definitely going to be more of a Raquel and Liv feud because they've kind of been having a little bit of tension back and forth. So hopefully this does lead into Raquel and Liv for the Women's World Championship. I don't know if Raquel's going to beat Liv for the title. Honestly, that would really gag me if she did. I would love to see Raquel finally get her big moment and become champion as well. But I am really happy to see Liv Morgan as Women's World Champion. I'm really excited to see her mix it up with a lot of the women on Raw. So hopefully they do start bringing up some girls from NXT. I really hope they bring up JC Jane. Fingers crossed. I'm filming this on Monday, so hopefully, you know, we'll see if JC Jane does debut on Monday or Friday, so we'll see. But moving on to the next thing, we got a surprise return at WrestleMania. The EST, Bianca Belair, is back. Well, we thought she was back, but congratulations to Bianca Belair on her pregnancy. It is absolutely amazing to see Bianca Belair is expecting her first child with Montez. I literally had tears in my eyes watching this segment. When she came out, she looked absolutely beautiful. The blue roses. I love how, like, last year at WrestleMania, she was, like, covered in red roses, and then this year she was covered in blue roses. I thought it was so cute. I need to say, how the hell is Bianca Belair pregnant, and this girl is still showing abs? However far along she is still giving us abs. Like, that girl is a machine. But like I said, big congratulations to Montez Ford and Bianca Belair on expecting their first child together. It is absolutely a beautiful thing to see. And like I said, I had tears in my eyes. I was really not expecting that. I was kind of upset. You know, obviously a lot of us really want to see Bianca back. But, you know, this is just going to make the return when she does come back to the ring, hopefully in a few years, that it's just going to make that return that much sweeter, and we are going to be so excited for when she does return. We lost Naomi and Bianca to pregnancy, but honestly, congratulations to both of those women because they deserve to have true happiness in their lives, and I'm just so happy to see what's next for both of them in their future. Moving on to the final match that we had this WrestleMania weekend, WrestleMania Sunday, we had the WWE Women's Championship between Jade Cargill and mommy herself, Rhea Ripley. So, I love Jade's ring gear. Jade, as always, Jade's ring gears are always serving me life, y'all. Oh my god, her entrance, the storm, no. Because that robe, whatever she had on, was everything, and I loved it. It was so cool, and I love the actual gear she had, the gold, the silver. I loved the headband that she had. Her hair looked really cute. Her makeup was so tea. She looked so good. I was absolutely obsessed with Jade Cargill's look this year. Rhea also looked absolutely amazing as well. I loved the all white. She never really does white that often or like ever. So like this was a real shock for me when she came out in white. I was living for Rhea Ripley in white, y'all. The white gear, the red lipstick, the red eyeshadow, the red eyelashes. Those were so... It was everything. I absolutely loved it. Now this match, I love that throughout this match, Jade and Rhea were really doing a test of strength, I guess you could say, between both of them. Starting out the match, going for the lockup, and they immediately were just really going for it. I thought it was really cool. And I just need to say, this hands down has to be Jade Cargill's best match by far. I know I said that in my review when I went to go see SmackDown Live, Jade versus Io. That match was really good too. But this match between Rhea Ripley was so good. I was truly gagged this entire match. You go watch my review on TikTok of what I thought of this match, like my reaction to this match. They really had me shook this whole match. Like I said, Jade was showing a lot of power moves in this match. Like, she was really pulling out a lot of moves, and I was truly surprised with everything I saw. I loved everything that she was doing. The blue thunder bomb that she did to Rhea Ripley out of nowhere, I thought was so cool. She did that with such ease onto Rhea, and I was screaming when that happened. And when Jade took Rhea down into that crossface, when she was able to pull her down into that transition into the crossface, y'all, Jade was really here to say, oh, y'all really think I can't wrestle? Let me show you what I can do. And she really was truly here to serve us everything, because she was really doing move after move after move, and I was absolutely obsessed with everything that she did. That transition into the crossface, like I said, was so beautiful. It was so fast and so clean the way that she did it. She got Rhea onto the ground so fast. I was just like, what is happening? What is happening? And then when Rhea picked up Jade on her shoulders and dropped her from the electric chair position face first onto the mat, literally that looked so disgusting, y'all. Literally, Jade was not ready for that move at all. Rhea had her on her shoulders and just fucking threw her down on her face. I was like, oh my god. When Jade when she flipped over the top rope off of Rhea's back on her feet, hitting a super kick and a spine buster, that was so good. That was so amazing. Like, I have no words. I don't need to say anything else. Like I've said, she was here to serve us everything, because that spot was everything. I was so obsessed with that. It was so cool. And then we got BFAB and Michin coming out. I loved their looks. They were serving me baddies. Y'all, they looked so good. Michin especially looked so hot. I was like, oh my god, they look absolutely stunning. And they were not giving Rhea any space. Literally, Michin, when Rhea got thrown into the post, Michin out of nowhere just kicks Rhea right into the post, and then we would get Io coming out to help Rhea, which I loved. I loved Io's outfit as well. The girls, like I said, were here to serve us with looks this WrestleMania, and I was obsessed with everything. And obviously, Io coming out, evening the odds, taking out BFAB and Michin, hitting the moonsault onto both of them. Jade trying to go for the big boot. I thought that was kind of a cool spot, how Io went for the moonsault and Jade missed the big boot. Rhea came in, hit her with the headbutt. Looked like we were going right in for the riptide. Nope, Jade countered it, hit the big pump kick. Went in for Jaded. Rhea countered the Jaded. I really liked the counter that they did for the Jaded at the end of this match, because we've never seen anybody counter it like that, because that was really cool. Because obviously they did the traditional counter where Rhea was in the Jaded and she rolled through and pinned her. But the way that they did this counter where Rhea jumped up, she scooped under Jade's legs and immediately grabbed her, threw her into the riptide, that was a absolutely flawless finish. I really loved that ending. It was so good. It was so fast. Like, Io comes out and then Rhea comes in, boom, hits Jade. Jade hits the kick, goes for Jaded, right into the riptide. 1, 2, 3. Rhea Ripley is the new WWE Women's Champion. I'm really excited. I'm really happy to see Rhea Ripley, the new women's champion. It's been a while that she's been out of the singles title picture. It's been, I think, almost a little over a year now? Because she's been in the tag title picture with Io for a while now. So it's about time that Mommy gets back into the main title picture. So now that she's finally there, I'm really excited to see her get into it with a lot of the women on SmackDown, because there are a lot of women on SmackDown that I would love to see Rhea Ripley mix it up with. But going on to Jade and her crew, the baddies with Michin and BFAB, this is not the end for them. This is just the beginning, because after this showcase that Jade had in this match, honestly, the sky's the limit for Jade. It's only gonna go up from here for her, and also for BFAB and Michin. Like, they're here now, but they're all gonna be up here soon. So this is just the beginning for them. I can't wait to see what all three of them do next. I do think we're gonna see Jade take a little bit of time off. Probably the same with Stephanie as well. I think those girls are definitely gonna be taking a little bit of time off, which I don't mind. I really want them to come back refreshed and ready to go to mix it up with some of the girls. Give Rhea and Liv some time to, you know, establish their dominance on both Raw and SmackDown. Mix it up with some of the newer girls, like I said. Whoever they call up, whoever they bring back. I just am really excited to see, you know, this new era of Raw and SmackDown for the WWE. Obviously, we have new women's tag champions, Brie, Bella, and Paige. We got the new women's Intercontinental champion. We got a new women's champion, women's world champion. So all of the women's champions this year, they all changed. So I am really surprised, but I am also very happy with all the results that we got over the weekend. I'm very happy with everything that we saw, the matches. Once again, I am a little upset, just like most of you probably are, with how short the matches were. I would have loved to have seen these matches be a little bit longer, especially for the women's title, like both of the women's title, for Liv and Stephanie and for Rhea and Jade. But like I said, in both of those matches, they really did serve us a lot. They did not have a lot of time, but honestly, I didn't really notice that the matches were that short until I saw stuff online saying that the matches were really short, and I was kind of like, when I watched them back, I was like, oh yeah, these matches were kind of short. So, like, I didn't notice at first that they were so short, but then going back, I was like, oh, I guess they were kind of short. But I honestly, I mean, like I said, I would have loved to have seen more, but I wasn't mad with what we got, because for the amount of time that the girls were given, they really put a lot into their matches. They did so much, and honestly, I was satisfied with everything that we got. Would have loved to have seen longer matches, sure, but I'm not mad with what we got. We got 4 women's matches. We got the segment with Bianca Belair, so I'm pretty happy with what we got this WrestleMania. I don't know how a lot of you feel. You guys can drop it in the comments down below. Let me know how a lot of you felt about WrestleMania this year. I know there were some other things that happened with the men, but we're not going to talk about that. This is specifically women here on Divas 2000. That's pretty much it for my WrestleMania 42 review, you guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys drop a comment down below letting me know what you guys enjoyed from WrestleMania and maybe something you didn't enjoy and you would have liked to have seen. Would you guys have changed anything at WrestleMania? Would you have wanted to see some different outcomes? Drop it in the comments down below and let's have a conversation. But make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to Divas 2000s. We're starting to post a lot more videos here. We have non-wrestling fans guest women's wrestlers coming very, very soon. I've been dropping a lot of PLE reviews recently on here, so if you guys are really liking those, drop a thumbs up on this video. Go check out some of our other videos. We also dropped a vlog where I took my co-hosts Dominic and Kira to Friday Night SmackDown about 2 weeks ago. They had a really fun time. It was really, really fun. I went and dressed up as the fearless one herself, Nikki Bella. That was a really fun time. I really enjoyed taking my co-host with me to their first ever live wrestling event. We're really hoping to do a lot more of those in the future. I told them that WWE likes to go to LA a lot, and maybe one day we'll end up taking a trip out there for a pay-per-view or something. So we never know what the future holds, but yeah, that's all I have for this video, you guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, likes, comment, subscribe, turn on bell notifications so you guys know every time we upload a new video. Make sure you guys follow Divas 2000 on TikTok and Instagram as well. I post a lot of really fun content on TikTok. You guys are really going to enjoy a lot of the content that I post on there. You can follow me on my personal social media. My personal Instagram and TikTok will be linked down below as well. And yeah, that's all I have for this video, you guys. Really hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everyone.